Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Nashville. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped. At the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 76 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 31, Carr into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return will stop right around the 25. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Number 22.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That is caught at the 7 and brought down. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And this will make it into the end zone. Fighting him off. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. to throw again. Carr. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 53 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
Carlson on for the point after.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Raiders
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Henry, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Jacobs, the Raider ball carrier. He was brought down by Vic Beasley. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Titans 21, Raiders 7.
Working with a 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
From the 24, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be out right at the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's going deep for Brown. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
First down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Handoff to Josh Jacobs.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 now. 7:34.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's going deep for Brown. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Titans 28, Raiders 7. Greg Joseph.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Vic Beasley, not just a pass rusher, he gets in to quickly blow that play up. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Carr. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Set to kick off.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Now Jones. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Let's go one more. Mike.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. 65 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer.
For the point after.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And 3.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Tannehill on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First target, first catch, and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
At the 29-yard
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
A gain of 59.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 59 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down at 4. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
First and
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now, it's Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 11. Tannehill now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
10 at the 21-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. You've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd and goal here as they try to finish. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now here is another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
11 yards.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and